Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Six Whisper by Tomer, or as I like to call it, Whisper 6, but that's fine. You can call it Six Whisper. That's perfectly good. Here are the rules. My second puzzle, smiley face. Nice job. Looks pretty cool. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. Adjacent digits along a dark green line differ by at least 6. So the problem is this actually doesn't look very dark. So you could be confused and think these are normal German whisper / whisper 5 lines. But these are not whisper 5 lines. These are whisper 6 lines. And I've had people ask me about this. And sadly enough, people don't seem to do very many whisper lines aside from whisper 5 or 4. I've probably done, I think, in my entire Sudoku history, maybe you can count the number of non-whisper 4 or whisper 5 lines on 2 hands. So I've maybe done about 10 that are not whisper 5 or whisper 4 lines. So, but this is why I'm actually doing this puzzle, because this is a whisper 6 line. And we get to show how it differentiates between whisper 5, whisper 4, and whisper 6. So, as an example, say we had a 2 here. Then these digits would have to be 8 or 9, because those are the only digits which are 6 or more away from 2. And that's an example of how whisper 6 lines work. I would color these differently because people will get confused about this. They tend to see the green and they think, oh, it's going to be a whisper 5 / German whisper line. I think people have used in the past a much darker green to color these. I don't know where they get the colors from, but because I don't set, so I don't really know how those tools work. But yeah, if you can get a much darker green, then I think that will clear up any confusion people might have. And then and the final rule is we have XV clues, where digits separated by an X sum to 10, and digits separated by a V sum to 5. Not all possible X's and V clues are necessarily given. Nice. People have been basically saying not all possible X's and V clues are given. But I prefer the are necessarily given because that's usually the implication. It's not that we have to say, hey, there has to be another XV somewhere in this puzzle. And maybe there is, but it's not the important part of that rule, right? So that's just for me, just for like clarification, I think. But, you could also do not all possible X's and V's are given. I just think it's cleaner if you say are not necessarily given. But what does that mean? Okay, so, for example, say this was a 3 here. Then this would have to be a 2 to be adding up to 5 because there's a V in between these two digits. And say there was a 3 here, then this would have to be 7 because these two digits must add up to 10. And that's all the X's and V's really mean. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So, how do whisper 6 lines differ from whisper 5 lines? Well, the number of digits that can be on them drops. So instead of 5 can never be on a whisper 5 line because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less. And if you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, none of which are digits. Well, that extends even further to the 4 and the 6 on a whisper 6 line because subtract 6 or more from 4, you get -2 or less. And add 6 or more to 4, you get 10 or more. And the same problem is with 6. If you subtract 6 or more from 6, you get 0 or less. And if you add 6 or more to 6, you get 12 or more, which none of which are normal Sudoku digits. So that means we know on these lines you can only have 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. Well, that means, for example, if you have 6 cells in a row or column which are on a Whisper 6 line, you cannot have another 1 through 3 or 7 through 9 in that column or row. And we have 6 unique digits on a Whisper 6 line in column 7, which means the remaining digits are 4, 5, and 6. So this has to be 4 and 6 to add up with 4 and 6 here, because 5 cannot be next to an X. So this is 4, 5, or 6. This is 4, 5, or 6. So we're guaranteed a 5 has to be one of these two digits here. We have 5 digits here in this upper right-hand box, which are on Whisper 6 lines. So we have to have 5 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 of those digits be on those lines. So this X here can never be 1, 9 because that uses 2 of them, and we only have 1 available. 2, 8 uses 2 of them, and 3, 7 uses 1 of them, or uses 2 of them also, when we only have 1 available. So this has to be a 4, 6 pair to add up to 10. Oh, also we have 6 digits on a Whisper 6 line in row 2, which makes that 4 and 6, and this is 5. Okay, so that's another reason why we could say that. This is 5. 1, 2, and 3 only can be on a Whisper 6 line, and it must therefore add up with 2, 3, and 4 to add up to 5. So this is guaranteed to be low. And similar to Whisper 5 lines, in a Whisper 6 line, you'll always alternate between low and high digits, because the restrictions are even more. So therefore, these have to both be high. This is technically low, but it could be just a 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 digits again in column 3 on a Whisper 6 line. So the remaining digits in column 6 or column 3 cannot be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. It's 4, which makes this 1. That leaves the remaining digits in column 3 as 5 and 6. Okay. This is 5 digits on the Whisper 6 line. 5 here. Again, you can alternate sets on a Whisper 6 line like you can for Whisper 5. So we can just choose randomly to have a different colors, right? So we're going to make this orange and pink. So we have orange and pink, and we know this because we can alternate between sets on a Whisper 6 line, right? Because what digits can be next to 1, 2, or 3? 1 can be next to 7, 8, 9, 2 can be next to 8 or 9, and 3 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 6 line. And same thing with 7, 8, which are all high digits. And then 7, 8, 9 can only be next, 7 can be next to 1, 8 can be next to 1 or 2, and 9 can be next to 1 through 3, which are all low digits. So so we start coloring one set, we know the other set has to be the adjacent to cells. So this must be pink, this is orange, this is pink, this is orange, this is pink, we have orange here, and this is pink. So pink, orange, pink, orange, pink, orange, pink, orange, pink, orange, pink, orange, pink. We have 3 pinks already in row 2, which means these cannot be pink. These are orange, which forces this to be pink in both of these cells. And we have 3 oranges in column 7, which leaves this digit as a pink. So that makes this orange, which makes this pink, which makes this orange, which makes that pink, which makes that orange, and makes that pink. So, what do we have left in column 3? We have 2 pinks and 1 orange, and we have one of each of these sets here. So that means this must be orange left because we already have 2 pinks and we have 1 guaranteed from one of these blue or red. So this must be orange, which makes this pink, which makes this orange. Huh. We have 2 pinks in row 4, and 1 of each of the high or low guaranteed. So that means this cannot be pink. This is orange, which makes this pink. So we have all 3 pinks in this upper right-hand box, but we don't know where the orange is, and we have a 5 with the other orange. Okay. Three and 7 can only be next to 1 unique digit on the Whisper 6 line. Both of these pinks are next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 6. So it's either 1, 2, or 8, 9 here, which leaves this as a 3 or 7, which means it's next to the 1 or 9 correspondingly of the orange, right? If this is 3, that forces this to be 9. If this is 7, that forces this to be 1. So this cannot be the orange 1, 9. That's not helpful. Okay, never mind. This is next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 6 line, so it cannot be 3 or 7. This is next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 6 line, so it cannot be 3 or 7. So this has to be 3 or 7 here, which forces this to be the pink 1, 9 here. And this must be the pink 1, 9, so this can't be the pink 1, 9 here. It's the pink 2, 8. Either way, this cannot have a pink 1, 9 or orange 1, 9. It has to be a 2, 8 pair then. Because those are the only digits, if you don't have 1 or 9, that are 6 away from each other. So this is 2 or 8, 2 or 8. This digit is next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 6 line, so it cannot be 3 or 7, it's 1 or 9 here. Which forces this to be 3 or 7, which makes this the pink 1, 9. This can't be pink 1, 9 or pink 2, 8, it must be pink 3, 7. Which must be next to the orange 1, 9 here. So this can't be orange 1, 9, it's orange 2, 8 there. This has to be pink 1, 9 here. Not pink 1, 9 here. This is orange 1, 9 because it can't be orange 3, 7 or orange 2, 8. This is 2, 8 or 3, 7 here. We have 1, 2, 8, 9 here, 1, 2, 8, 9 here. This can't be 1. So if this is low, this is 2, which would force that to be 1. This is again 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 as possibilities. This can't be the pink, or this has to be, cannot be pink 1, 9. It has to be pink 2, 8 because it's next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 6 line. This is orange 2, 8 or 3, 7. It cannot be 3, 7. If it's 3, 7, that would have to be next to pink 1, 9s on the Whisper 6 line. So this has to be 2, 8. Which could be next to pink 1, 9. It cannot be 1. So it'd have to be, if pink is low, this would be 2. Okay. This has to be some combination of 1, 9, 3, 7. And this can't be 1. So if pinks are low, this would not be 1. It would be 3. And that would be 1 then, if that were the case. Okay. If this is low, this would be a 2 as a low, so this would have to be 3. And then we have 8 or 9, which would be next to 2 here. So we're guaranteed one of these digits is a 2. So if this is 8, 9, 8, 9, it's next to 2 because it can't be next to 1 on the Whisper 6 line. If it's 2 and 3, this has to be 9. So either way, this is either 8, 9 as a pair here, or this is 9, which means this cannot be 9 here, so it's 7 or 8. This 1 eliminates that from being a possible 1, so pink has to be high. So that means pink is high, and oranges are low. So we know these are 9. So this must be 9. This has to be 9 here, which makes this 2, that 3. This is 3 here, 2, 1, 7, 8, 2, 8, 9, 3, 1. 1 with 7, 9 as a pair. The 7, 9 pair eliminates 7, 9 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 7 or 9. It's 8. This has to be 1 next to 7 or 8 here, and this is 1 here. This cannot be 1 or 3. It's 2 next to 9. This can't be 8. And it cannot be 7 because it's next to a 2 or an 8. Well, this has to be 2. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 8. So this has to be not 8, it's 9. Next to a 2, which can be next to 8 then. So 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 8. 9 here eliminates 9 here, so it's 7 and 9. Okay. These have to be 1, and 1 has to be here because 1 can't be here. 1 and cannot be 7 or 9 because of 7 in the column, 9 in the box, so this is 8. You cannot have, if you try to have a 3 here, the problem is it has to be next to a 9 on a Whisper 6 line. So we can't have 2 here because 2 in the column, so we have to have a 1 here. And 1 is next to 7 or 8. This is 7 here, so that forces this to be an 8 here because it can't be 9 because of 9 in the column. And the rest we do by just normal Sudoku. We have 8 ones. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be there. 2. Where is 2 in column 8? Cannot be here because of 2 in the box. Can't be here because of 2's in the rows. So 2 has to be here. And where's 2 in row 6? Can't be here or here because of 2 in the boxes. Can't be here or here because 2's in the column. So 2 has to be here. And then we have 8 2's. We know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be there. 3's. We don't have very much information about 3's. So let's go to 9's. We probably have a lot of 9's. We do. Where is 9 in column 8? Cannot be here because 9 in the box. Can't be here because 9 in the row. And this is filled out, so 9 has to be here. We have 8 9's. We know where the last 9 has to be. It has to be there. What about 8's? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have all the... we have 8 8's. We know where the last 8 has to be. It has to be there. 7's. Okay. 7 in column 1 cannot be here because of 7's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 7 in a row, and this is filled out, so that's 7 there. We know one of these two is 7. That's not too helpful. We do have now a 5-6 pair in this left central box, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of column 1. So we now have 3 or 4 left in column 1. Okay. Hmm. The remaining digits of column 2 are 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We have a lot of 3, 4, 5, 6 available everywhere. Okay, 3. This is... Okay, we're looking for 4, 6, and 7 in this upper central box. So this can't be 7 because of 7 in the row. This can't be 4 or 6 in this upper right-hand box, so it has to be a 3, 5 pair. Okay. We have 4, 5, actually, we have 5, 6, 7 as possibilities in row 5. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the column. So we have 6, 7, and this is 5, 6, or 7. We have 5 and 7 remaining as the rest of the digits in row 6. And this can't be 5 because of 5 in the column. It's because of the 4, 6 pair in the row. That's why it's 5 and 7. So this is 7, this is 5, which eliminates 5 here, so that's 3. That's 3 in the corner, which means this can't be 3, that's 5. We celebrate because we know we're getting closer to solving this. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the box. 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's a 6, which makes this 7 and this 5. And that makes that 6. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 4 and 6. That leaves this as a 4, 5 pair here in column 7, which leaves a 3, 6 pair remaining in this lower right-hand box. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column, so that makes this 6, this 3. 6 eliminates 6 here, 4 and 6, which makes this a 4. This 4 eliminates 4 here. This 6 eliminates 6 here. So this is 4. This cannot be 3 or 4 here. This can't be 4 here. This can't be 5 or 6 here because of the 6, 7 pair in the row and the 5 in the row. That leaves this digit here as a 3 in column 4. We have 4, 5, and 7 remaining in row 7. And this can't be 4. This 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the row, so this is 4, which eliminates 4 here, so it's 3 and 4. This can't be 3 or 4, it's 5 or 6. We have a 5, 6 pair now in column 2, which eliminates 5, 6 in the rest of the column, so this is 3. Okay. Remaining digits of row 4 are 3 and 5. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column, so that's 5 and 3. That eliminates 5 from being here. Remaining digits in row 8 are 5 and 6. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the column, so this is 6, which makes this 5. That makes that 6, which makes that 5, and makes that 6. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 7 and 6. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 4. Which eliminates 4 here, so it's 5 and 4. 5 eliminates 5 here, so that's 7 and 5. And that's a solution. Yeah, pretty nice. Nice use of Whisper 6 lines. Definitely more restrictive than Whisper 5, which is why we tend not to see these types of Whisper 6 lines in puzzles that often. As I said, I've probably done maybe 10 at most from all the Sudokus I've done. And that's not very many, but... Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.